Welcome to a new edition of the Prime Report. I'm Pamela Prime, and on deck for today, we will explore the massive, end-of-the-world style preparations being undertaken here in America and around the world the last few years. These preparations include huge food stores, weapons caches and many bunker installations. Event watchers have been expecting some kind of uprising, or civil unrest from the citizens of the world, but that would not fully explain the preparations our reporters have witnessed. Even with numerous reports of a growing police state and the financial collapse predicted, the preparations we are about to show you are extreme by any measure. What information does the rich and elite of the world seem to know that we do not? Does a great event of destruction lie in our near future? Let's explore a moment. All over the world, governments are building vast, underground complexes that are being stocked with food and supplies at a fevered pace. Suppliers of dehydrated foods are pulling their public sales in a bid to fulfill the giant, ongoing orders made by governments and wealthy families who are stocking these bunkers and retreats. Bunkers range from backyard shelters to cavernous underground cities carved into the soft limestone of the Northeast. Anytime the public notices, they are told these facilities are merely storage for commercial food companies, but it's rare to see trucks leave full. Truck drivers who deliver to these complexes say they rival large cities above ground, with 100-foot-tall ceilings and levels reaching 2,500 feet deep. Some of these storage facilities are already growing fields of mushrooms, algae and vegetables, but still claim to be benign. These bunkers to store food and people is one factor, bunkers to store supplies, valuables, weapons and caches of all things needed to survive the aftermath of some enormous event is a completely new level of preparation. Many clients, including wealthy families, towns, cities, companies and corporations are going bunker as well. Several companies manufacture these earthen bunkers in the US and abroad, all with heavy governmental contracts that are years behind in orders. But these companies are not just famous for making bunkers. These units are transported into the most unseeming locations, like behind elementary schools, inside empty warehouses, beside car washes, in parks and many other areas you would not expect to see explosive containments. Mobile generators, mesh-medic facilities, frozen storage morgues, like these. And my personal favorites, the detainment units. These units come in various styles ranging from mini jails, to being fully sealed biochemical nuclear-ready command centers with decontamination areas. Sometimes these units are hiding in wooded areas, but most we found were right in the open, if you knew where to look. What kind of scenario could bring on the activation of martial law? To be blunt, we have been in a state of martial law since 9/11 of 2001. All that's needed for a full lockdown is any event the government chooses to be the catalyst. An act of Mother Nature, civil unrest, terror attack or viral outbreak. Here's another factor of the equation. Martial law preparation has been going on for some time here in the United States and around the globe. Evidence for this stems from numerous government documents, including Agenda 21, Rex 84 and others, that make martial law not only legal, but legal to maintain permanently. That's right. Forever. Going over our list so far, we have deep underground bunkers everywhere. The threat of martial law, with many support units currently deployed for use in the field by military forces. Troops trained in urban warfare environments are coming home soon to no jobs. The government has said it expects a revolution soon, for reasons ranging from economic collapse to the exposure of tyranny from Washington. We have the controversial repeal of the Posse Comitatus Act. This will allow us to be controlled by the military in the event that FEMA invokes a martial law scenario. Add to that, the recent attacks on free speech, including beating nonviolent protesters, internet censorship and communications tapping. Homeland Security profiling programs now describe the typical patriotic, red-blooded American as the new enemy of the state. So what does all this mean? What might they be doing all this preparation for? We can't fully explore the reason without the last factor. That factor is FEMA camps. The term FEMA camp commonly refers to German concentration-style facilities scattered around the U.S. that FEMA is in charge of. We know these facilities include rural area razor wire pens with guard towers, secret prisons hidden inside vacant converted industrial and commercial sites. Also, there are numerous corporate-owned prisons and re-education centers that sit empty, yet fully staffed. Fuel for FEMA and CDC watchers has been the orders for hundreds of thousands of guillotines, prisoner rail cars and disposable coffins that can hold multiple contaminated bodies for disposal.
So serious. One night, he goes off crazier than usual. Mommy gets the kitchen knife to defend herself. He doesn't like that. Not one bit. So, me watching, he takes the knife to her, laughing while he does it. He turns to me, and he says, "Why so serious?" He comes at me with the knife. "Why so serious?" He sticks the blade in my mouth. Let's put a smile on that face. And... why so serious?
These sites are meant to contain and harm people. Whom they intend to contain and harm is the real concern and question here. Thank you for watching this edition of the Prime Report from Studio 1A in Security Plaza. I'm your host, Pamela Prime, bringing you hard-hitting reports and coverage of the events that impact our lives every day. Please subscribe today and don't miss the next Prime Report, only on the Prime Target Security channel. Bye now.